Hello everyone, this is Ananya Chakravarti and I'm contesting for the post of Vice President. So, I'll start with this that NIT Trichy is one of the most reputed institutions in our country. So, I remember the feeling I had when I got to know, like when I got admission to NIT Trichy. We came here and like we are so high and all of a sudden bam, there's no electricity, there's no water, nothing. So I remember cribbing about it like so much. I thought nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna matter. But see, look at the transition that has happened in the campus since then. Like what it was till now we don't have electricity or water problems as such. So how has all this been possible? All this has been possible through the untiring efforts of the previous student councils who have worked under the proper guidance of our directors, of our hostess convener and everyone. So I think that's like that's why I got attracted to the concept of student council, and when I got to know that the post has come up, like the post came, I thought okay, I'm going to stand for it. Previously I have worked as a part of SMM marketing team and eCell, so I think I know how to take responsibility, balance work and do like work my best, work to the best of my ability. So this is one thing. Now I will say like start with the responsibilities that I think that student council has. Student council responsibilities can be broadly classified into three categories. I'll say first the academic responsibilities, second are the hostel responsibilities, and the third are the responsibilities that you have to improve the experience that our students have in the campus. So coming to academic responsibilities first. The most important part is I have been talking to my friends who are there in other premier colleges in the country, like say IITs, say other NITs, BITS, and I was talking particularly to this one friend in BITS who told me about some cool stuff they have in their college. So I don't know, okay, what are those? He's saying that look, we have a diverse student base, like a huge student base. For that we have, and the alumni base because of that is also very strong. They are employed in like big research institutes all across the world. And what they have done is they have tapped this alumni base and they have collaborative projects. They have like these, we have this alumnus working in this institute, so he can get some students of BITS a research project over there. Like it's a very official framework. Now what I see is, NIT Trichy also has there's a tremendous potential in that respect. We have so many highly established faculty, so we can totally tap into it. And these alumni, they also come down and give complimentary guest lectures. That is also something I think is really important. Now coming to video lectures, we all know the impact that MOOCs have had on us recently, like massive open online courses. Many colleges in India are going through Coursera, EDX and all to give online courses. Online courses are something like, if you're someone like me who's more awake at 2:30 in the night than 8:30 in the morning, you will obviously want to go for a MOOCs course. Like I'm not saying that, and for MOOCs course you will be like, if you don't understand that specific concept, you can just rewind, watch it again till you get that into your head. But the thing is, I'm not saying classroom experience can be totally replaced by MOOCs, because that's a totally different kind of an experience. So I'm saying that some lectures can be made online. Now we have another thing, that is industry interns. What we do is at the end of second or third year, we do, or in between like winter vacations, we have 1 or 2 months, we do interns in there. But by the time we actually figure out what kind of responsibilities we'll be having working as an intern, our internship period is over. But a lot of colleges in India have actually done that final year, one of the semesters, either 7th semester or 8th semester, you do a project in a company. Like they have tapped, like all the companies that come here for internships or placements, they have tapped them for semester long internships. Now, you may not be very inclined to work in the industry. You might be willing to do research projects. So you can do theses also. You can do it in your college, you can do it in outside colleges, you can do it abroad also. And for especially NIT Surat, I'm quoting the examples of different colleges because they are feasible. So NIT Surathkal has made, like from this year, they have made their student exchange program really hyperactive. So they are having students going to abroad, like settling there for 1 semester and doing their courses over there. That's certainly something if we implement in college, it will be really beneficial, and I'm going to, like, if elected, I'm going to make sure that happens. Then we have, okay, there are many students like me. When we come to college, we thought, okay, fine, we are doing engineering, and one point of time we realized, no, engineering is not for us. We realized, like, I'm planning to go for MBA after this, and I have one friend who wants to go for democratic politics by MS after this. So I think we have to create more opportunities for those students. It's like, see, what happens is we have a DOMS, very functional DOMS department, and we have humanities department. But our activities are not synced together. Like maximum I can get out of DOMS is maybe one marketing elective in final year, maybe one entrepreneurship development elective this next semester. But that's not it. Like what the other colleges have done and we can do is, like, we can have reading courses. I am interested in one particular subject, and then I go to that prof, I tell him I'm really interested and I want to do a course under you. It can be an elective, some 3 or 4 credit course, so that will be my elective. It will be like a one-on-one thing between the 2 profs, and I can go to any department for it. Like even cross-disciplinary, this thing, like from Comsci I can do an electrical project also. That depends on me. Then, okay, there's this one thing which may not be entirely for BTech students, but I heard that we have, for postgrads, we have a department, NDT, non-destructive testing, that kind of comes under mechanical department. But since it's not totally integrated into the mechanical engineering department, what happens is they don't get good placements. Once it's integrated, once they are in line, it will open up a lot of opportunities for those students for their placements. So I would like to integrate those two. Again, another thing is library. Like any good college, like some college like NIT Trichy has to have a proper functional library. But I'll tell you, my class was 104. I went to library on the first day when I came to college, and I saw there were just 3 PBMS concept books. But that's not it. 104 people, 3 books. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So what we can do is we can increase the coursework books over there, as well as we can have this. When I go to the fiction section, the only book I can see is Oliver Twist. If you have a kind of mind like me, if you read more of contemporary literature, you literally don't want to read only Oliver Twist over there. Last year what happened was they put up a doc where people fill like which books do you want in the library, then which authors they are of, like where you can procure it at the cheapest price and everything, but nothing happened. Like beyond that it was not pushed. Everything, like there are quite a few initiatives which I see every year are taken up by the admin, but then because it lacks push, some point it just stagnates. I'll make sure that all the stagnant projects are cleared through, they are pushed through, and so that they can be implemented properly. Then another thing is the clubs. We have seen what phenomenal progress all the clubs have made recently. Like we have technical clubs like Delta, Spider, 3D. We have all the RMI. They are so good. Like they bring so many prizes and they are so good. But the one problem which all my friends in these tech clubs keep telling me is that they don't have proper funds to fund all the projects that they take up. So that's one big problem that if elected, I'll make sure that we can channelize. We can have corporate sponsorships for those club funds. For those clubs, and student activity in the college, like student startups and everything, also have to be encouraged. It can be done through ESL or maybe through outside ESL, but anyways, it will be a good thing if we go through a channel and have it implemented. Then next I will come to the hostel issues. Since living in Opal, I know about the issues that we girls face more, so I'll focus on that as of now. But when elected, I will definitely address the issues that the guys face also after getting to know about all of them properly. One of the things which I think we should definitely have are competitive caterers. What happened was, I heard that the guys had separate North Indian and South Indian mess, separate caterers performing catering in both. So what happened was, when everyone shifted to North Indian mess, the South Indian mess started serving 4 kinds of dosas, 3 kinds of idlis, 6 kinds of sabzi on the same day. And what we have is dal or sambar and aloo. And potato is a thing we get every day in our messes. And it's like North Indian ka morning food goes to South Indian ka dinner, and South Indian ka dinner comes to North Indian ka morning food, lunch. So that's not what we wanted, what we fought for when we got 2 separate messes. we have the same caterers, so that's not solving the issue. I will make sure that when the contract expires this year, we will have two separate caterers, one for the North Indian mess, one for the South Indian mess, and they will compete and will get proper food. Then I know space is a constraint over there, kitchen is a constraint over there, but we have so much of free space inside Opal. Like the ground, like the girls over here will be knowing, the ground next to the kitchen is like the mess is totally fallow and open. We can have a mess over there. And then one thing is HKB canteen, night canteen basically. HKB closed down. Like all of a sudden one night I go to there, it has shut shop. I was shocked, like what happened? And then they said there were not enough girls, it seems. But from what I know and see, from the percentage of guys which are there, like obviously there will be more. There are way more guys in the college, so the number of guys going to there will be greater than the number of girls going to HKB. But you can look at the percentage. And anyways, I'll make sure that we get food in Opal after 9 o'clock, and it's like canteen, any canteen. It may not be HKB, any other canteen also it can be. We have it inside Opal. And we can make sure that it will have a caution money deposited in the beginning, so that one fine day you can't say that I'm shutting shop today. Like if you shut shop, you have to pay the compensation fees, and that's why the canteen won't be doing it. Next we have, like guys are working gym, girls don't. We have a gym building in Opal A, but that doesn't work. So I'll make sure the gym is made functional. Common room ACs. We have common room, we have ACs, but the ACs also never work. So that the ACs have to work. We'll make sure about that. Now washing machine is another project that was recently taken up. What will happen was this NEAT laundry services, they came with this laundromat proposal. What happened is you give 100 rupees, one smart card swipe, 20 clothes get washed at a time. And okay, it's a good service, it has been implemented in many colleges, it's successful. Okay, I can go and wash my clothes over there, but why when there is a free washing machine standing right next to it, but we are not using it because apparently there is no proper water outlet. Like how difficult can it be for the admin to create, like to make sure that we have a proper outlet for a washing machine to use, which is free. We don't have to pay anything for it. And we have one washing machine for entire Opal D, which is like we have 160 rooms in Opal D, so 320 capacity and one washing machine. That doesn't make any sense. Now again, roll call issue. That's like that has been the bone of contention between the admin and Opalites forever. Roll call issue, I can't say, like obviously it can't be repealed just now, like I can just go repeal it totally now. It's not feasible. But I'll make sure that in the beginning of this year, there was this one proposal that at 10:30 there will be like roll call will be extended till 10:30 in certain, when you go to certain areas like Okta, like the departments, library hours can be extended so that that will also come under the purview of it. So yeah, that was what was planned. So I'll make sure that actually happens, and campus security facilities are improved so that girls feel secure even after 9 o'clock. Then coming to the third point, which is like very important, which is improving the experience the student have in the campus. Firstly, we know Trichy has a huge locational disadvantage. Like it's in Thugakudi, which is in the middle of nowhere. Like I remember coming here for first year, I was so depressed about it. But then that can also be solved. There are ways to solve it also. It's not like all the happening colleges are in the middle of a town, in the middle of a city. We can have a cooperative society run by the students, which is when we come to college, we give a caution deposit amount of money. So what we can do is a certain percentage of that money on your own free will you can give to the cooperative so that they can work like unitedly, like all the students work unitedly. There will be a lot of funds, like look at the student strength in our college, and a very small minimum amount of the deposit money can also make a huge difference. So with all that money, we can do a lot of things. Like maybe we can have our own transport system. Like it won't be full-fledged in the beginning, but we can have shuttle services from NIT Trichy gates to Trichy. Like maybe in the interval of half an hour, we shared autos, and since these are our autos, we have the power to bargain for the prices of it. then we can have like through this cooperative society we can actually bring about a lot of changes and like impact in others' lives also. Like starting from Charles Anna's contract to washing up cars contracts, everything is through them. Everything is through middlemen, so those can be removed in that case. Again, ever since I came to college, one thing I heard was a one-card system is going to be implemented. What one-card system? It is like the same card we are going to swipe in the mess and eat. We are going to go to Vasantham, Buhari, any eatery, and we are going to have that. But that never happened. Like whenever I ask people, they'll be like, yeah, it's feasible maybe, but the thing is, who will push for it? I'll make sure that if elected vice president, I'll definitely push for it, and we'll have, by this year, by this semester, we will have one-card system in the college. And another thing is a service grievance forum. What happened was, I'll tell you one anecdote. I went to the recharge store. I had applied for a SIM. The man didn't give me a SIM, but then he didn't give me this thing. He was not ready to give me back my application form. So I asked him for it, and he shouted at me. And then I was like totally flabbergasted. Like, how can you shout at me like this? And so what I decided, like, I can fight back. I shouted, but I created ruckus in the SC at that point. But that's not what I've come to the college for, to shout with people. So if we had a proper system, if we had a service grievance forum where you can go, you can complain about the services you are not getting in the college. See, since the admin has to have a hand in it. Since the admin has the leverage over all the shops that are applying in here, like which are operating in here, we can do a lot. Like we can actually make sure that they don't misbehave with students or they don't take advantage of their monopoly. And these are the serious issues. Coming to some lighter points, we can have one proposal has been in the pipeline for pretty long, I guess, which is a Friday movie screening. We can have it. We can have proper Friday movie screenings. We can possibly, if feasible, we can buy servers where a lot of movies can be uploaded and we can download at top speeds. So all these are the changes which I think I can bring if elected the Vice President. Thank you.